And we back! In yesterday's video, unintentionally, I created the most expensive team in NBA history by far. We had so many players making like $35 million a year, I've never seen it before. Today, we're doing the exact opposite of that, man. Today, we're building the cheapest team imaginable thanks to a challenge I saw in the comment section. And as y'all know, I'm reading all the comments and I'm accepting challenges that I think are cool. Now, Nicholas, it says day 17, but I promise you, I saw your comment very early on and I put it in my notes on the videos to do. Today is just a day. I'm sorry I made you wait 17 days. My bad. He says day 17 of asking Kenny to do the Moneyball rebuild. You can't use more than $80 million in cap. Do y'all know how insanely low $80 million in cap is? For reference, isn't Chris Paul making $38 million a year by himself? My whole roster has to be 80 million or less. So Moneyball, remember that. You can't sign any of the top 10 free agents, okay? You have to run a 12-man rotation, and all you have to do is make the finals in 4 years. Well, I'm going to up that because y'all know we don't want to just make the finals and lose. We want to win the championship. So it should be fun. Shout out to you, Nicholas. Yesterday's video, like I mentioned, we broke some records as far as the most expensive team of all time, but we also broke some records here on KOT for Q, getting 32,000 likes on the video in less than 24 hours. Y'all killed it. Thank y'all so much. Y'all know what I'm about to ask y'all. Can we get close to that today? Be sure to leave a like on the video. Let's get to the rebuild. All right, y'all know we randomly select our team and have our assistant GM do it. If you missed yesterday's video, it was a banger. It was one of the most fun videos I made recently. So go watch that. And we're stopping and we're getting the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's going to be the Cavaliers who have the cheapest team. And of course, it is a fantasy draft. So let's see what number pick we get. We get a pick in the early 20s. All right. So what I'm thinking, or what I was hoping for, was to get like one of these higher. Wait, I'm not doing the drafting. Oh, Zion is taken. What I was thinking is like we gotta get a young team because young teams, young players, they on those rookie contracts. Zion would be perfect for this rebuild, but he's already been selected. And all of these guys are expensive old pieces. I mean, we got Clint Capella, the best overall. That's cheap. Brandon Ingram. It's always a guy we could trade for. Okay, assistant GM, take over. $80 million now. I am notorious on this channel for making mathematical errors. So I'm going to try my hardest to add up everything to make sure it's less than 80. We had a video about a week ago where it was like building one of those teams and only had $30 to spend, and I actually accidentally spent $31. So it was a fun video, but the whole challenge was void. So I'm going to try my whole heart to complete this, okay? And do the math correct. So we start off with Clay. Montrezl Harrell is a beautiful center for this challenge. He's only making $6 million. Now, the only problem is, unless we make the championship this year, next year he's going to be way more expensive. So, but for right now, beautiful. After that, we have an expensive Serge. We have a relatively cheap Jabari Parker. Troy Brown is cheap. Justice Winslow's making $13 million. It's kind of expensive for his production. Thaddeus Young's kind of expensive. Kobe White, we got a rook in here. That's cool. DeAndre Benfrey's cheap. Frank Ntilikina is pretty expensive for his production at a 73 overall. And then the rest doesn't matter too much. Okay, so Klay Thompson's our star player. We're going to have to flip Klay Thompson for somebody that's cheaper because he is making a big-time bag. He got a max. Shout out to him. $32 million this year. We cannot have that. Now, a strategy we can go for is to try like have one star making a bunch of money, then build the team around him of players, you know what I'm saying, that is very, very cheap. So let's try to figure out if we do that mold, what player are we picking? The guy I want to try to trade for is Damian Lillard. He's got a bag. He's making $30 million a year, which is 3/8 of our budget. It's almost half our budget. Yeah, I'll do it anyway. I'll try to do it at least. We're going to throw y'all Klay Thompson. Obviously, that won't be enough, but we have Justice Winslow. They need to make up $8 million. Jeez, that's kind of tough. You give us back Fat Iggy's contract. Yeah, that's a huge contract, and we're going to have to flip that. A pick, 2 picks, and Talen Horton-Tucker, and a second. All right, so Damian Lillard is the star of our team, and now, again, Montrezl Harrell's probably here to stay, honestly. But I'm also thinking about players like John Collins. Wait, let's just go to all players, power forwards. I think John Collins is the guy we can trade for. He's only making $2 million this year, so big time player going to the Spurs. I'm calling their fault. I don't need to see other players that I could trade for. John Collins, $2 million. Now the only they have a lot of money in cap too, so we can give them one of these expensive boys. And shoot, I'll give you Iggy too. You want Iggy contract? Oh, they don't want to give Wait. What did he say? I'm not a fan of this proposal because it weakens our starting power forward spot. No big deal. Because we can make Serge a power forward. And look at that. Now you get an elite power forward. And just go back to you. Hey, we got this power forward for you. They want Iggy. And they were like, you know what? We'll give you a first round pick on top of it. Deal. We got rid of two of our biggest contracts. Done. It's a wrap. Okay. So now we have Dame. We have John Collins. And you know what? Jabari Parker making $6 million this year is cool. We need to find... Oh, no. I was going to say we need to find a center, but no, we don't. No, we don't. All right. So we're going to have a small front court. So our backup center has to be tall and good. Sorry, Isaiah. You don't fit the qualifications. We need to find a small forward. I like Trey Brown, but he's definitely not a starting small forward for a championship team. Let's go figure out that other guard spot too. So let's go back over to all players, go to shooting guards, and Luka, not going to be able to do it. Donovan Mitchell, he's still on his rookie contract, and he will be for 2 years. Anybody else? Shea, always a good player. Colin Sexton is kind of small. I would rather stay away from that. Brandon Ingram, y'all know he was going to be on the list. John Isaac, I traded for him in yesterday's video. He didn't do anything, so I'm gonna pass on that. When I say that boy did not contribute to any wins, I'm being serious. That man didn't do anything. OG Anunoby. Wow. Okay. So I just added players to our list. Right now on our list, we have Donovan Mitchell, Shea. Both of them be super difficult to trade for because they have 4-star value. Seth Curry is making $7 million a year. Now, I wouldn't have him be my starter, but coming off my bench, Seth Curry? Come on, man. He'll light it up. So let's try to get one of those big players first. What trade pieces do we have? Thaddeus Young. Kobe White. Honestly, Kobe White could be a trade piece for us. I've done a lot of my leagues, and I know that Kobe White's potential doesn't get that man to be looking incredible, especially we only have 4 years to complete this challenge. So I'm okay with trading him away, especially if we're getting like Donovan Mitchell in return. So let's see what team Donovan Mitchell plays for again. I need to talk to the Hornets, and I need to talk to the Jazz. Those are the two teams I need to talk to. $3 million. That is insane. And they got a lot of cap room too. So we can throw Thaddeus Young. They want John Collins. I'm sorry, we can't throw you John Collins. But instead, I'll give you Kobe White, 3-star value. And I'll give you the Spurs second we got in the John Collins trade. I give you that second. Another first deal. All right, so we're throwing 2 first-round picks in that deal. I don't hate that at all. Like right now, we are a really cheap team, and I love that. I love that. And the most expensive player on our team right now, of course, is Damian Lillard. But after that, look at us. Our total team salary. I don't even got to do no math. It shows me right there. Right now, if we were to go into this team and try to win it all, we fit the qualifications. The team's just not good enough yet. So let me see what else I can do. We need to run a 12-man rotation too. So we can't just get 9 players and think we're done. We need to get a whole roster full of players that I trust. Frank Ntilikina is 2.5-star value. OG Anunoby plays for the Suns. So let's go talk to the Suns about OG. Y'all don't really need him, do y'all? Wow, this seems actually not bad. All right, well, we still want to snag OG. I know y'all want Frank Ntilikina. And Frank Ntilikina is making more money than him. OG is going to be a player we won't be able to trade for because they don't have cap. They got Kent Bazemore. You know what? I'll take Kent Bazemore contract and I'll flip him. So we're looking to give up DeAndre Bembry on top of that. And then I'm willing to throw you a second, 2 seconds. I know these seconds aren't very valuable. 3 seconds. I don't throw you a first. But if I have to, I will. All right, so we threw them a first. I didn't really want to do it, but we needed OG Anunoby on the team. Let me do this right now. Make it a 12-man rotation so I don't forget. So as of right now, our team will look like this. Started 5-wise, I think we're cool. Off the bench, need to get rid of Kent Bazemore. You know what? Hold on, let me go here. Even with Kent Bazemore's $19 million, we're still under what we need to be. So we can flip Kent Bazemore. And somebody else, I don't know who has trade. I don't know anybody here has trade value. But flip them and get another player that is making $20 to $23 million. Caris LeVert is a player we can trade for now. Now, he did get an extension, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but it doesn't kick in until next year. I'm okay with this trade. It's not what I was saying, like trying to trade for somebody that's making 20+ million. But we'll take that for right now. And he'll be our backup shooting guard. He'll be one of our best players off the bench. We still need to find a center that we trust. Honestly, this roster is pretty small. 1 player, 3 players, 6 players, 9 players, 11 players on our roster right now. It's not good enough. We need to get some more players, and I think we have to hit free agency. Joakim Noah. Joakim Noah is our backup center. Sure. Sure, Jonte. Welcome to the team, man. And now, call me crazy, but Jonte Porter in a second-round pick. Like, look at that. I mean, we don't want that contract, but that shows you that things are possible to just increase our rotation. We traded for a first-round pick, and we'll do that. We're trading for the first-round pick. Is there a world where I keep signing these, like, young players and getting first-round picks for them? Hold on. Did I break the system? Okay, it was too good to be true, but we get this other second-round pick, but it's a high-value second-round pick over ours, so we just getting our picks here. You know what I'm saying? It's about being smart in this business of rebuilding here. So, somebody want Mike Scott? Yes, somebody does. The Memphis Grizzlies want to take Mike Scott and give me a first-round pick. Okay, so we just turned like 3 players at a free agency into some more picks that we didn't have. So, how do we use these picks? How do we use these picks? Something tells me it has something to do with Jabari Parker. I don't know why. I think Jabari Parker might be the odd man out here. Hear me out, y'all. I'm going to do this deal. I'm going to do that deal. And expect him to be good. Is that expecting too much? Probably. But you know what? I trust him. I guess. We'll see how this goes. We still have a backup point guard. Our small forward position is looking really good now. Which is cool. Troy Brown. You know what I'm saying? Troy Brown ain't safe. You know what I'm saying? We don't really have a backup power forward now that I traded Barry away. So let's go try to trade Troy Brown for either backup point guard or backup 4. If I do this deal, I think we're still fitting the challenge. So yeah, especially when he comes to the team. And let me just double check that. Yeah, we're still at $77 million in cap this year. Now next year, we would be more expensive and we'd have to make some trades because Caris LeVert's contract kicks in next year. So we have to hope. We have to hope that we make the championship this year. Well, win, because it's always about winning. But right now, our team is looking solid. Our bench is looking good after, and then we hit 9, and then things fall off a cliff. How do we get this team better on that front? So let's go sign Kyle Korver. Welcome to the team, Kyle Korver. And flip him and a second for a first. Wow, somebody's going to give me a first. Somebody's going to give me a first. Okay, I spoke too soon. Nobody's going to give me a first. No big deal. Instead of Kyle Korver, ooh, you know we need to be careful of, because right now, let me show y'all. Right now we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 players on the roster. You need 14. And we're almost there. We're almost at our 80 million. We're almost at our 80 million. So we're going to have to dump some salary. Somehow. We're going to have to dump some salary. Wait, are these counting against me right now? They're not. Okay, get them all out of here because they're confusing me. We're going to have to dump some salary. Because we need to make room for one more player, you know? We need to dump some salary. I mean, the best thing I can do, right, is we go into free agency and just go get the cheapest player, not a two-way, but like this guy, and sign him for literally the minimum, right? So that now we have the correct amount of players on our team, and we're a little bit more expensive than what we should be. So, where do we shed money? Because Enes Kanter at $4 million is a steal for the Moneyball lineup. $1 million. Who is the cheapest player in the NBA? Because the cheapest player in the NBA has to be the guy we just signed, right? It has to be this guy. Because he's making $1 million. There's nobody in the league that's going to be making less than that. That's a real NBA player, not like a two-way player. Like, yeah, we need real NBA players, not just these two-way dudes. Okay, I have to shed some money. I have to shed some money somehow. We're going to trade Kurucs for... I was going to say Pasetnik, but that was an old outfielder for the White Sox. So that's not what that is. Shout out to Scott Pasetnik. All right, so we make that trade. And we're 0.28 over where we should be for this season. So we need to shed a little bit more money. And that means to me that we're probably going to have to trade Isaiah Hartenstein for somebody that's like literally on the minimum contract. This is how we do it. Cal Korver, Isaiah Hartenstein getting traded for Big Jordan and Kai Bowman. 2 short kings coming into the team. Did we need 2 more point guards? No, we didn't. We didn't at all. And now our rotation is like this. And it's Dame, Donovan Mitchell, Robert Covington, John Collins, and then Montrezl Harrell. And off the bench, we have Spence, Karis LeVert, OG, Enes Kanter, Big Jordan, the guy that plays for the Wizards right now, and Kai Bowman. All right. Is there a way? I know this. I should be like, okay, that's it. It's over. How much? Let me just double check. We are literally right where we need to be. Perfect. But you know, everything gonna have to have a but on him. But I'm gonna get rid of Kalen Lucas because for the $1 million, I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's no reason for him to be there. So instead, I can use that money to get somebody that can actually help in our rotation. And we need a backup power forward out of free agency. So I would love to say, hey, Vince Carter, welcome to the team. But I don't want to. I need somebody that I know can be productive. And as crazy as this may sound, I think that I'm going to go here with Dwayne Dedmon. Oh, he wants $4 million. I can't give you $4 million. Wow. Why do you want $4 million? Okay. Solid Mesri, no. I might have to just go Vince Carter, bro. Jared Dudley's here. Is Jared Dudley a more... What's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to go with Solomon Hill. For a minimum. As our backup 4. Okay. That's it. That's all she wrote. Now it is time to finally get to simulator. We are at $79 million in cap. And if somehow we can come out and win a championship year number 1, that'd be amazing for... Oh, we got to figure out the coaching situation. I didn't even look at that. Hold on. What type of system fits us? We need a balanced system, a 7 seconds and less. Because I'm sorry, there's a reason this man is out of a job after half a season of coaching in real life, bro. We need to get us a balanced coach. Thank you, Trent. Welcome to the team. You're always going to be the coach here. And then we're going to put it back at 12-man rotation. I'm going to play through the star of Damian Lillard and shoot at will because we do have shooters on this roster. Okay, so that's better. But, I mean, good start to the season, man. Good start to the season. Damian Lillard's about to have an MVP candidacy type season, man. Oh, maybe not. Rough start. Not even a rough start. The man shooting everything. Not even a rough start. He's just not shooting the ball as much as you probably want him to. But why do we need him to shoot the ball if we're just winning games anyway? Just keep it going. When is this first loss going to come? Are we going to legitimately win a championship year? Okay, there's the first loss to the Wizards. Luka. Who else but Luka? Season just wrapped and Luka puts up... We won 63 games, though. Luka puts up 39 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. 50, 40, almost 90. Possibly the greatest individual season in NBA history. Lou Will, 6th man, coming off the bench, averaging 22.7. Believe it or not, out of all the reveals I've done here in 2K20, I have not seen this before. I have not seen Lou Will win it, which you know Lou Will is always in conversations. Kawhi Defensive Player of the Year, Luka Most Improved, and Coach of the Year went to Scott Brooks. There's a team in the league that finished better than us. Oh, that's Luka them, ain't it? Okay. All right, and we are an Eastern Conference team, so we would have to go against them. Cavaliers, where are y'all at? They did not give Damian Lillard any love. Okay. Defensive teams, I don't think we have anybody there either. Don't even give my boy any love. So we ended up being the 2 seed, but I am in the way, so let me switch. All right, so we're going against the New York Knicks in the first round. Let's take a look at some stats on why Damian Lillard did not make an All-NBA team. I don't know. The man averaged 24.5 points per game with 6 assists. 50-40-90 club by far. The man shot 48% from 3, y'all. 48% from 3, and he made how many this season? 300 of them. What? 2K's trash, if you did not know. So here are the rest of the stats. If you were wondering, Robert Covington, that's all right. No, actually, it's not very good. Whatever. We're going against the New York Knicks in the first round. They have Paul George, Tobias Harris, Vucevic, Markelle Fultz. They actually have a really decent team for a 7 seed. Why y'all so low? We win game 1, 2, 3, and we get out of there with a 5-game series. And we're going against Atlanta next, who have Giannis. All right, let's go. This is the team right here. This is the team we got to beat. And then Luka in the next round. Game 1 is a win. Spencer Dinwiddie did his thing, put his team on his back. Damian Lillard struggled, 5 turnovers, but he hit a double-double. Next game is a win for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Game after that. Okay, there's Giannis doing his thing. You know, he wasn't going to go out without a fight. 2-2. And we can't shorten the rotation like we normally do, you know, because we need to run a 12-man rotation in this challenge. We're up 3-2. Come on, one more game. All right, now it's Luka's time. The 2 best teams in our conference and the whole league going at each other. They have Rondo at the 1, TJ Warren, Larry Nance, and Mitchell Robinson. It's a solid team. Don't get me wrong. I think we might be better. Game 1 is a win for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Luka had an incredible game, but Damian Lillard also had one, but he had some help. Luka didn't have that much help. Kenneth Faried was the second highest scorer, and that's all you should really need to know. If Kenneth Faried is the second highest scorer, you're probably not winning that game. Kenneth Faried in this game, where is he at? 6 points. Kenneth Faried is a very curious case because last time he played in the NBA, which is right here, when he was in Brooklyn and he got traded to Houston. In Houston, he was really good, bro, and then nobody signed him. He was starting to shoot threes. Nobody signed him. I don't know. We're up 2-0. Here we go. 2-1. I knew, again, Luka's like Giannis. He wasn't going to go out and get swept. So I knew that. I knew that game was coming. If we complete this challenge in the first year. All right. This team is a 4 seed. They have Vontae and Kemba Walker back on the same team. Jason Tatum and Kemba Walker on the same team. Dwight Howard has not been teammates with it. Dwight Howard was teammates with Kemba in Charlotte, wasn't he? Jason Tatum. So this whole team, wait, Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes doesn't have any connection to anybody here, though. But 4 out of the 5 players in the starting lineup has some form of connection, playing here with each other, playing there with each other. Harrison Barnes, I'm trying to, am I drawing a blank? No, Harrison Barnes has only played. Wait, no, I don't think. Wait a minute. I got to do some Googling because they might. No, Harrison Barnes has no connection to anybody here. Yeah, all right. So here we go. Game 1. It's Cavaliers win. We're going to complete this challenge. We beat them like that in the game 1. They weren't ready for a championship run. Game 2. Game 3. Come on. Oh, okay. I don't think this team's better than the last team we just beat. Yeah, I don't think this team's better. I think we just won this challenge in the first year. He gave us 4. We did it in 1. He gave us 4. We did it in 1. Damian Lillard comes out and wins Finals MVP. I knew that if it was a player that I believe could put his whole team on his back, it would be Damian Lillard. Also, those other guys were untouchable. Like, there's a lot of players I wanted to trade for, but if you go to Team Intel, all of them were untouchable. If you enjoyed the videos, always be sure to leave it a like. Again, that's all I really need is a little bit of likes and subscriptions for you newer guys. All right? Thank y'all so much. Peace.